Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel, or if you are new, welcome to the channel. My name is Phoebe and I do lifestyle videos for actors. Today's video, I kind of wanted to just sit down and talk about 3 things that I think are really important to know about our industry. And I wanted to talk about these 3 specific things just because they happen to be 3 things that I am personally struggling with just a little bit lately, and I figured I'm probably not the only one. So with that being said, let's just go ahead and get started with the video. So, like I said, this is just a little industry knowledge that I wanted to kind of sit down and talk to you about because, like I said, I've been struggling with this here lately, and it's not something that I struggle with all the time, but I am seeing lately that these 3 little things are things that I'm not handling my best personally. Now, of course, when I'm out and about and I'm either at an audition or I'm talking to somebody career-wise, I obviously hamper this down, but I think it's something I would not be able to hamper down if I wasn't acutely aware that it was happening. And you can't be acutely aware something is happening if you don't know what to look for. And so with that being said, let's go ahead and get started with the first little thing I think that everyone should know, and that is patience is key. It is key in this industry. You know, a lot of times we hear the phrase hurry up and wait, and that could not be truer of what goes on in our world. Whether it's hurry up and wait because you're on set, or hurry up and wait for your career to get rolling and get to the place that you want it to be, it runs the gambit. So to kind of break that down a little, your career is not going to start the day you decide that you want to be in this career. And hurry up and wait, I should point out, is not wait for something to happen for you. You need to be working every day and going out and doing something every day, multiple things every day to benefit your career. But there is going to be a lot of downtime, and you really need to learn patience and learn how to get yourself through those in-between moments. And then, okay, let's say that you get on set. You'll be on set. There's a lot of downtime on a set. So be going over your lines. Be doing bring something to set, or bring something to a theater if you're working on stage that is going to keep you occupied so that you're not getting in somebody else's way. You're not asking a lot of pointless questions. You're not distracting everyone else who's trying to do their job. Ooh, this necklace was a bad idea. Ooh, easily distracted. But just make sure that you're being accountable for yourself when you're on a set, and be going over your script. Be running lines with another actor who does not have something else to do. Make sure that you are not getting in anybody else's way. Make sure that you can entertain and occupy yourself, because there is going to be a lot of downtime. You also need to learn to be patient with people in every aspect of this industry. And that kind of leads me into my second thing, and that is flexibility. You are going to be around a lot of different personalities and you have to learn that not everyone is going to have the same level of professionalism as you. And you have to be okay with it, because there's not always something that you can do about it. And that does not mean that you lower your standards. Just make sure you're being as professional as you can be. There are a lot of personalities you're going to be dealing with. I'm going to use an example from school. I was a theater major in my undergrad, and I was a film major in my grad school. And every single one of my teachers had a very different personality. Most of my teachers were also actors. Now, that being said, I had some very amazing teachers while I was in school, and so I got lucky because I did have very good teachers. But my teachers had very different personalities, like I said. So and I was a performance major in theater in undergrad and in graduate school. So I had teachers telling me to do things this way, and I had teachers telling me to do things this way, both performances, and it got frustrating because we get graded on these things. We're in school, and now school is a very small window of what would actually be happening to you in the real world. But I'm using it as an example because these types of things are going to actually happen when you are on a set or when you are working in a professional theater. I had one teacher tell me to do a performance one way. I had another teacher tell me to do a performance a completely different way. And I got graded on these things. And that's a little bit frustrating because grading from a performance aspect is very subjective, and not every teacher is going to like you the same way. Just like in the real world, not every director, producer, casting director, whatever is going to like you in the same way. They're going to want to see a bunch of different things, and you have to be flexible enough to be able to show them what they want to see. And that is something I struggled with in school. I did it. I didn't like it. You're gonna deal with that. This director, it's not gonna be the same as this director. This director is going to want something completely different from you than this one will. And it can be that you're performing especially in a play, you could perform a play 2 different times. But when you have 2 different directors, even just to keep things fresh, you need to be able to switch things up. And you need to be able to do it quickly. And you need to be able to do it with the best personality that you can bring. And you need to do it graciously, because these are people that you want to work with in the future. You want to continue working in your career, and the best way to do that is to be flexible and to be gracious. The final thing that people need to understand is what you want or what you need is not a priority. Now, of course, that's going to change, when you make a name for yourself. If you have a name for yourself, you have a little bit more clout in this industry, then yes, people are much more willing to acquiesce to what you want. But in the beginning, and for most of us, it's not about you. Now, that has nothing to do with your safety needs, your health needs. Those should always be a priority. Your safety and your health should always be a priority, no matter where you are working. That is important. So that is not what I'm talking about. But your time is not your time. Your schedule needs to be able to bend around the schedule of the production that you are in. And that's just the nature of the beast, especially for those of you starting out. Like I said, for those of you who don't have a name, your time is not your time anymore. There are so many factors that go into a production, and you are such a small piece of that. Not to say that you're not important, but you are definitely not the most important. And so like I said, your wants, especially your wants, aren't a priority. And so you need to humble yourself. And I think that's something that a lot of people struggle with. I know I struggle with it. I am very protective of my time. And if I feel like my time is being wasted, I am very irritable. So it is just, You need to learn how to humble yourself in this industry. You are a small piece in the fabric of what you are doing. And when everyone learns to humble themselves, and when everyone learns patience and flexibility, things just run smoother and you end up with a better product. So I hope that this is something that can help you out. Sometimes being aware of our faults helps us to better our faults. That's just my little 2 cents. It's something, like I said, I have been doubling down on and working on and trying to keep at the forefront of my brain. That's really all I have for you today. I hope that this video was able to help you. As always, if you like this video, if you got anything out of it, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. If you have not done so already, make sure to hit that subscribe button and of course hit that little bell to turn on the notifications and become a part of our notification family so that you know every time I post a new video. I hope that you guys are having a wonderful day, or you're about to have a wonderful day, or you have had a wonderful day whenever you are watching this video, and I will see you next week. Bye guys.